And what's going on, guys? Welcome to FTG live series logging in DRUMARD Farm, Ireland. Have not been on this map in quite some time, so we'll see how things go today. I've actually been getting the itch a little bit to get back on and do a little logging, so I figured I would take this opportunity to actually use some of our new CSE logging tools. I have actually not used any of these, so we'll try a few of the organizational tools here from the double logger here with the skid steer. This is my main organizational tool. Obviously, we got the New Holland, we got the standard log cooking, we've got the single, and then we've got the double. See how these things work. Let's put them through the paces. I've got both log trailers, Scorpion King here, pretty much just your bare essential thing, and then we're going to use this to transport all of our tool ends out to the farm and see if we can actually see if we can get this to actually dump all of our stuff out in the middle of the field. So we're going to go pick us out of field. What's going on, Michael? What's up, JB? Welcome, man. Welcome, Spencer, FS Gaming. Yeah, it sucks, man. It teaches you to run in the hallway. Didn't your mom ever teach you not to do that? Especially in the logger room. But hope you're well, man. And Philip, what's up? What's everybody here? Hey, what's going on, Chuck Gale? What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get cranking here. Just got a little, won't really call it well, we'll call it organization because that's basically what it is. Let's get some of this stuff out here. Let's get some of it cracking, and that way we can get to doing some logging. Kind of put some of these tools through their paces here and see how we come along. Hopefully things work out well. I haven't done this in a while. Probably I'm trying to think the last one actually went logging. Man, it's probably been a while. What's up, Brandon? The skip trailer. Yeah, you might be able to fit a 6 in there. That's probably big enough for a 6. I don't know that this is going to work, but we're doggone going to try it. The only thing is I don't think... Yeah, okay. So we'll probably have to... Okay, let's try this. Why not? Why not? Gonna be like the this is gonna be like the weirdest way to take your implements to the farm, since we can't put them on a trailer and actually pull them down and strap them to the trailer. This is our next best option. So just really quick right off the top, I'll do this. As you can see, I've got 640, 650. I would love to hit a 650 goal tonight. Don't know if it's happened. It is kind of an off night. It's Thursday night, which is generally an off night for most guys streaming and watching and participation, because everyone kind of gears up for a Friday or Saturday stream. So it's been a busy day here, so I figured I would just chill, and I was like, I'll just do some vlogging, do something different. So we'll set this goal for tonight. I would like to do it, so you guys don't forget to, if you can, if you're just joining into the stream, please sub if you're enjoying the content, and as always, introduce your chat. I always put that in my description. I love to meet people in the community. I've met a lot of really, really, really great people through this, so I would love to continue to meet more. Hey, what's up, Chase? Nah, man, I'm just on single player tonight. Typically, man, I just wanted to chill tonight. Planning on doing maybe some stuff this weekend. I maybe have one. I got to check schedule with the missus tomorrow and see if we got anything on Friday night. But I may be doing some multiplayer tomorrow. And I think LMC Phillips, he's been a long time kind of fan of FTG. He's all the way from Ireland. So I thought he kind of sent me a message on Facebook, so I might be able to get him in for a Silage haul this week, and Chase, I might be able to get you in on that one this week. Plan on doing one possibly, as long as nothing on my schedule happens, Friday and Saturday. Be able to get something going on Friday and Saturday this weekend. So that would be cool. I enjoyed doing the Silage haul with the guys last week. That was a lot of fun. So hopefully I can continue to do some episodes to set up things in the week, and then use our weekends to have a little bit of fun and enjoy the fruits of the labor. I hear you, man. You know what? It wasn't Sandy Bay. Oh, you know what? It was Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay logging. You're right. That's the one I did. And actually wasn't too bad. And this has actually got a lot of really great little places on here. Just want to get some of this big stuff out of the way here so I can get that hook lift trailer in here. Speaking of which, we had talked about yesterday. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I could put it in the back. I was going to throw it up there with the Scorpion King, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. There we go. And we talked last week. So I wanted to pass along a little bit of information. I went back to the forums, and I've just closed them down, so I meant to have them up. The one thing is they are doing if you go to the farm sim, so it's farming-simulator.com, and you go to click on the forums. This is the official website for Giants and the farm sim titles. From there, you can go into the forums, and the mods or what they're testing for console is under 2 topics underneath the general questions. So I know I talked about that and said I would pass that link, or at least pass that along exactly where it was. So I have done that. So I'll continue to kind of say that as we go on, and people kind of come in and out. Yeah, business stump grinder. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm probably not going to use it today. If I have to come back and get it, then I'll throw it up on a trailer. But I don't know. I typically I don't ever stay logging enough to actually need the stump grinder, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's it, man. Logging. A lot of people would say it's not exactly chilling to throw yourself into the logging ring. That was a rough exit there. All right, now get back used to sitting on the other side of the road. Roll some social media, Full Tilt on Twitter, Full Tilt Gaming on Facebook. I've got a couple of images up for desktop stuff tomorrow that I'll be uploading, so you want to kind of catch into that, please feel free to. And special thanks off 2 new subs off of stream, because they kind of came in last night, was Marla Crozetti and Radox. So appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel, and hope you continue to enjoy content. So got a couple. I'm totally free as to what we do tonight, guys. I actually like this area here. But then again, I do like there's if this is the one, let me just I'm gonna pull this we'll pull this right here, and then I'm gonna detach from the trailer, and let's get on here and let's take a closer gander at the lovely woodlands of Ireland. What's up, Brandon Bassman? What's going on, bro? Doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. So the cool thing is they got nice little patches throughout this, and they do have this nice loading area. Now, some question as to where you come out of the come out of the woods, but this is still a very nice loading area to bring. It would be nice to bring a bunch of logs and then actually kind of work on stacking all those, but unfortunately we kind of stack all of our stuff right in. So I actually kind of thought I might do one thing, and I want you guys to I want you to hear me out on this, and I'm willing to do either or. So obviously I don't have to sell these for money. Obviously I've got 700,000. It doesn't matter. Well, I'm thinking about, we always kind of talk about, I wonder how much you can put on the map logging bales. Obviously, you can keep 200 bales on it before it starts shuttering and starts just completely just, going crazy. So I thought, why don't we try to bring our log trailers over here to our place right here, and why don't we try to completely lay these things out in a way, get them off the trailer, that allows us to possibly look, can we push all these things out here, and can we stack all these things up, and let's see how many logs it takes for the game basically just to shut down. I'm kind of thinking, like that's just a random stream, I don't know, it's a question I've always asked, so why not find out the answer? So what do you guys think about that? I mean, it's okay if you think that's dumb. I really don't care. I think that's what I'm going to do anyway. That's awesome, Bassman. Yeah, man. It seemed quiet on the stream tonight. That's why I said I think everyone's kind of taking a break on Thursday, and then they'll gear up for a Good Friday stream tomorrow. So I'm sure everybody out will be in full force. So guys, make sure you make your rounds, and thank and like all the our streamers out there. We've certainly got a good group of them now, it seems to be. Yeah, Michael. Thank you, buddy. Sounds good. I thought, it's totally odd, but we always think about on console. I mean, PC, you can pretty much handle what your computer can handle. Well, that's individual. That's not, anything that you can actually find out. You can't really find out what that is. So I figured, well, what the heck, man? We always kind of wonder on console, what's it take to basically get to shutter speed. So we'll see what shutter speed is on console on DRUMARD Farm, and we'll see how many logs it takes us basically to start shuttering every time we look at them. It probably won't take much, so this might be a short stream. Oh, that sucks, Tim. What was it? Yeah, there's still a couple of areas, Philip. I still think if he would take some of those storage areas out of the main farm there, I think it would probably be better. That's the one big thing. If he would do that, I think I think everyone would be sitting in a little bit nicer position on that map. This is one of my favorite things, man, is transport in this game. I don't know why. You could hire me on a somebody could hire me on a dedicated just to be their transport man, and I would gladly do it. Oh, your tonsils removed. I hear you. Well, good thing you're typing and not talking, huh? Well, go grab you a popsicle in that case, and go grab you a nice, good old strong pain reliever and chill. And chill for a couple hours. Yes, yeah, storage and bushes. Yeah, I still think that's the main problem with that map. Hopefully they'll, I don't know if he'll update it again. It's exponentially better than it was before. So I can at least admit and give him that one. Let's see here. Let me shut down a couple of things here. Alright, yeah, let's get that. It's annoying me seeing that flash across the screen constantly. Alright. We'll pull this off here, and then we'll go grab the rest of our stuff. Pretty much got a pretty lean setup here. We actually don't really have a lot. I mean, I really wanted to kind of run some of these new mods through its paces. And for the most part, this is a pretty even map. There's not a lot really going on here, so it's not a very demanding map when it comes to this. So I figured this will be easy to make some dents and clear some of these areas out, get the trucks out, and be able to make some inroads here, get some logs filled up on the ground. Yeah, maybe. I know. I wish Walter was here, because he's he's been one of our resident mod tester guys. He's always constantly checking on Farm Sim to see when his stuff's coming out. He had checked to see, and it's possible. I looked at the hook barrel lift, or the hook barrel lift was something that they were testing, and gosh, what was the other thing? It was something stupid. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, I think I saw that on there, and it may have been old, but I couldn't find this hook lift barrel thing they were talking about. So, hey, what's up, Brandon? This is just this is an everything map. You got a little bit of everything. You got all three animals, some decent farm. It's a small map. I'll pull the map up here. You can see it's relatively outside of chat there. You get the idea. But it's a pretty small map. It's probably the size of gosh, what was the other one we did that was small? Shoot. Wasn't Lostburg. Somebody help me out. There was another halfway decently kind of small map that we did. This is kind of modeled the same size. Some would call this a quarter map or a half map. Old stream, that's it. Thank you. See, there's Philip again with the answer. Thank you, Philip. So yeah, this is kind of the same size as that one. Even that one's actually outgrowing this one. So this one actually's got a really nice. If you haven't really dove into this map and actually played it, you're either going to love it or you hate it. I actually really, kind of from the very start, had really liked I really did like the way that they handled the logging on this map and the forestry areas, because they were manageable to where you could say, oh, let me just clear off this last area and then I'll go to bed, or whatever it is. whatever it is that you want to do and what your goal was. It's easy on this map to set a goal when you're logging. Some of those maps, it's not so easy. I'm gonna need to move this, I think. Yep. Right, so that tree is actually live. So, well, of course it's alive, but you know what I mean. It's actually got collision. Yeah, Chellington. Yeah, Chellington's. Yeah, it's and the logging on that was pretty much non-existent, but yeah, Chellington was kind of that in-between map. Big fields, but not a lot of stuff. One really small forest, but this one's actually got 3. Pretty much, if I can get it. There's one over there by 32, and there's one over here by 15 and 14 north of it, and it seems like there may be one down there towards. I want to say somewhere near south of the farm, but I can't exactly remember without going in there and looking. There's some nice areas. FS, I'm already streaming, bro. Who unsubbed? What? So the rest of y'all are seeing the stream, right? Just making sure like everybody's seeing this. Y'all let me know if you are. Okay. I want to tell him, FS. Yeah, he might have to ask him if he's seeing it because it started. I may or may not make it out of this. Okay. Alright, good deal. I was a little curious on that one. I'd do a double take and make sure I was like, certainly I'm not sitting up here talking to myself. Well, I do that all the time. You know what I mean. Oh, no. Come on. Ah, good old farm sim. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Doubt we can. See if I can. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to clear. Stupid trailer. Alright, let me just move this trailer. That's going to make my life a lot easier. Alright. Yeah, well, I mean, and that's cool. Everybody's got their preference, and that's totally fine. I actually, like the Lostberg logging. That was probably one of my early favorite series. I actually really enjoyed that one a lot. It's a good map. It really is. I wish there was a little bit more room around the farm, and a lot less of that really tight corridors and tight areas, especially around the cow area. I wish it was a little more relaxed at Lostberg, but still, it still doesn't deter from the fact it's still a good map. Yeah, they did a good solid job on that one. Alright, so I don't know where we start, because you're gonna have to go around these hedges, and you got to figure out the way to get into these. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just start down here at the bottom, and then we will just work our way to the road, I guess. I wish they'd bring love pancakes, bro. Love them. I'll eat them at midnight, or I'll eat them at 7 in the morning. Doesn't matter. I wish they'd bring Bjorn home back. I wish they'd bring that one back. The logging, and that was the best by far of pretty much any map that I think I've ever seen. In just terms of its workability, there's certainly been maps that have had more trees, or had the superficial stuff a little bit more, but that one by far has had the most. For me, it was well liked logging. So Novka wasn't bad, but it had areas in it that just frustrated me. So welcome everybody to the stream. Got a couple. I just got a couple of guys jumping in and out here. The numbers are pretty good on that. So if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to like and sub on the video. Trying to hit a sub goal of 650 tonight. I usually don't put on 10 a night, so it's probably a little bit of wishful thinking. But if you do enjoy the content, don't forget to throw a like and a sub out my way. Certainly appreciate that if you enjoy it. Only if you enjoy it. No, should be doing a multiplayer. I want to try to do another multiplayer haul tomorrow night or Saturday night, one of the two. See if we can get that going as well. That was always fun, so just kind of keep it up updates. Also, one other thing that I'm going to do, yeah, man, almost 650. I know it's been great, man. Been a lot of new guys have really plugged into the stream itself, and that's been really good. I love it when people get on and they sub and then they get active. Come on, baby. There we go. All right. What are we? Oh, really? Man, these trees. Woo. All right. Let's see if we can extend this thing on out here. There we go. That should clear us. There we go. Oh yeah, man. Grew up on Star Wars. Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Alright, so you're going to have to watch these trees because I guarantee you they're going to clip me every single one. So wait till these cars go by and we'll. There we go. Hey, what's going on, AK? How you doing, buddy? Enjoyed. If you guys haven't seen, AK did a really cool recovery with recovery mods on his stream a couple nights ago. Went back and checked some of it. It's actually really good. So y'all go check that out. I definitely have. I've seen pretty much anything and everything as a part of Farm Sim, but that's the one thing I've not seen is towing and recovery. So good job on that, man. That was good. I enjoyed that episode. Force be with you always. Yeah, I haven't. You're talking about Star Wars. Yeah. Alright, I guess then the only thing really left to do now is go down and we'll go down and grab our hook lift trailer, our RT runner, and we'll come up and grab that that tipper full of tools. Throw up a couple chainsaws in it while we're at it. Let's see, gotta be something down here we can use. And there we go. We'll just use this. So it's actually a pretty established farm already. I just got tired of messing with DRUMARD. I don't think anybody else was really liking it at the time. Things in Farm Sim were jumping, so I just need to dump this off. There we go. You need new maps. Yeah, man, everybody on console needs new maps, man. That's just another thought of the day. That's just like waking up and brushing your teeth. You know, you wake up and you're like, ah, dang, man, freaking need a new map today. It's just, it's just what happens. And you got Mustang Valley. Other than that, I think Navswell or Naveswell, however you say it. I saw where they're testing out Hagenstadt. I believe is how you say it on PC. I thought that was coming. I don't think that one's slated for a console release. You don't really find out much on, except when they test a mod. You don't really find out much anymore when it comes to those guys updating something to the forums, and there's really no point for them to, because as soon as they do, the console guys they just latch on like a bunch of blood-sucking leeches, and they just start their standard stuff, and it's another locked topic on there. I mean, it's been so frustrating getting on the forums and seeing how people have been treating each other on there. It's ridiculous. So I think a lot of the modders get turned off of that. But the one thing I will say, y'all guys keep your eyes out on this. I'll try to do as much updating as I can on things that are coming. Now, it's really for the main purpose of PC, but they're doing the mod contest, which is something to kind of keep your eyes on. That is, I guess, did I miss my turn? No. So they've got a new mod contest, and I'm not sure when that's up. I don't know if any of you PC guys are in here, if you guys know when it's going to happen, but I know there's a grand prize for some of those guys to do a mod, and I think also if the mods, we can vote on them. If the mods are console related, we'll be able to vote on those as well. So I don't know, something to keep your eyes open. It might turn out to be a dud, but I don't. As far as I know, I don't think that they've actually ever done any kind of a contest like that. So it's worth keeping your eyes open. There may be something really, really, really good in that, because you're actually incentivizing somebody to create something, and they know if they can make it console ready, then they're going to do it. But then again, if they're going to make a really, really cool mod, then I don't know. Yes, Benson? Oh. Okay. I got you down, Benson. I was like, what, man? I was waiting for the all caps, but then I was like, well, it kind of is already all caps. Well, the good thing, and I'll say this, the good thing about, if you guys just joining stream, here was my complete and original console way to take all of my implements down to the farm. Now, whether or not I can actually get this hooked up in the IT is going to be another thing here. Will I forget you? No. What's up, M to the double G? How you doing, Movie Guy? Movie Guy is another fellow console farmer, so you guys can go check out his content as well. Come on. There we go. Go check out his content. He's doing a lot with American Outback as well, and you're keeping the console thing going. So it's been nice. Been nice meeting some of the other guys here and just doing streaming from Raging and AK, and then meeting some of their guys and some of their mods, and it's actually turned out to be really good. I was not expecting that, so it's been nice getting out and meeting everybody in the community. It's been nice. I'll say it again. It's been nice. I don't know why I said that 5 freaking times. Yeah, man, no problem. Everybody's been super nice and has really directed a lot of content my way, so I certainly do not mind returning the favor. No, I didn't forget about you. I'm just not going to answer to a constant FTG. I mean, you can direct a question or say something, and I will go about it. But I don't just answer to. I don't answer to just FTG because I don't know what you're asking. We're screaming memes. Yeah, man. I needed shoot, dadgummit. That's what I was gonna do, man. I was gonna put Joe Dirt, man, as my put Joe Dirt as our cover for our thing up there, and I forgot about it. Dadgummit. I'll put something together for tomorrow. All right, Bass man. Blow up the sub button. Yeah, man, I'd like to get to 650. Somebody subbed or went down. Maybe it went back up. I don't exactly. My number went down 630 and came back up. So if someone did sub and it hadn't go in, appreciate that. It hasn't shown up anything on my screen yet, so if you did, appreciate that. What's up, Steve Gilbert? Benedetti 787, what's happening, buddy? Yeah, man, it's a good map. I mean, it's solid. Let me just put it that way. This is probably one of the very few maps that we have that don't really have a lot of problems with it. Some of these do have issues, and this one really doesn't have many frame rate issues. The cow area is a little small, but if you're looking for small to medium-sized farming, it's just perfect, man. I mean, it's a typical UK Irish map. I mean, it's got all the hedges and all the stuff that most of all of our maps have, minus one or two. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It doesn't get a lot of love. It kind of fell in on the same ones as Lawfolds and all the rest of those. It kind of got labeled in all beside and old streams too, because it's about the same size. Then aside from that, I mean, it's a good solid map. Benson up, so did you really? It's alright, guys. Oh, well, that actually worked. Yeah, so when you can't strap your tools and your implements down on the ends of your front loaders, you just haul them in tipper trailers. Why not, right? Sure. I'm usually trying to get to everybody. I usually will say something about something if it's worth you know, the good of the whole. Thank you, Benedetti. I'm just filled with useless knowledge, man. You just hang around, eventually you'll learn something. I don't know. Well, you'll learn something from me or Philip. Let me put it that way, man. Philip's got a lot of info on lockdown too, so. But between the but yeah, there you go, Phil's. But if not, he'll get them. All right, so don't looks like I'm going to get that one. Oh, yo, look at that! How lucky can you be? Don't even have collisions on the end. That's slick. All right, so those just joining us. One thing we're going to do tonight, we're going to try to at least try out some of these CSC mods on console. We got the skid steer double. This is my organizational tools. This is what I use everything to organize the map or organize the logs and stacks. And then we've got your same default log fork. So we'll be able to put these up against those, see how they do. Obviously, you're not going to be able to carry as many logs with this, but you know, we'll see. I mean, it might work. There's also let's see here. So you've also got the multi-purpose forks. Now I don't really know. You could use these off the tellies, but it's hit or miss on those. The rest of it, I did try using the lifting hook with the with this thing with the rocker arm. It only grabs one log at a time, so that's really not worth your time. That's pretty much a waste of time. Yeah, Phil's been around for a while. We've got quite a few guys that are still with me, man. It's been from the very, very get-go. So we got, yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, just read comment. Yeah. Everyone use that logs, hit like and sub. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. Seeing you guys jumping in, joining in, trying to hit 650 tonight. Will be good to hit that, but it's quite okay if I don't. If you're kind of curious what we're going to do, going to try to at least get some logging done. And I could do this two ways. Let's see. Let's do... so I guess you might say, well, what are you going to do? This is logging. It's the same. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to see if I can... we're going to see if we can actually make the console shutter. We're going to see how many logs, because I've always seen this on PC, and I'm always so freaking jealous every time I see it. And they come out here and they land all their logs up, just like this. Come in, they actually lay all the logs out, and then they usually got some really slick crane or something, you know, that picks these things up and actually loads them all in trailers. So we'll just say this is our loading area, And they would either skid these things out of the woods, they would do whatever, bring them here, do their delimbing, do their stacking. Everything here happens here, and then it goes out on trucks from here back to the mills and wherever else it's going. So I thought if I get this stuff on the outside, we can start somewhere here on the wall, start stacking in logs. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do that. The only thing that I know of is I'm probably going to have to use the other log trailer, which is why I actually brought it. We can use it and see if we can actually load off and on the trailer. And I just want to see how many logs I can stack up before we really start running into problems. Yes. Yeah, let's break the game tonight, man. We're seeing, man. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see what happens. It may work, it may not. So let me go ahead and get this thing off here, and then I'll get this trailer out of the way. Number 2 of DRUMARD. I was about to say, man, I think this would have been about the time you subbed on it. So, how long have I had my channel up? I've had the channel up, Bassman, since the week before Thanksgiving of last year. So I think I want to say I did an early episode upload, like a test, and I didn't really start live streaming. I was trying to do produced video, and I just figured out that wasn't my thing. I mean, I don't mind it, but it takes a lot of time to do that. If anybody's ever produced video, put clips together and try to overdub voice on it, it's a lot of work. And just with my work and job and family stuff, I was like, yeah, I just don't have time to do it. So I said, well, let me give live streaming a shot, and yeah, here we are. It's a lot easier. It's a lot harder to actually, keep things going for a couple hours. I mean, especially you guys that Movie Guy and AK, and I know Rage. I don't know if he's in or not, but I mean, I know it's a little bit of work putting a live stream on and being able to put everything together and not sound, or at least trying not to sound like a total dweeb and idiot. So, it still happens every now and again. We get a little too excited, but yeah. Yeah, but that crane Phillip, though, it's no different. I mean, you'd be no better off just putting the Buffalo beside it. I mean, yeah, honestly, I mean, it's exactly the Buffalo arm, just inverted. I have no idea. All right, I don't even remember what I did with my trailer. All right, let me track my trailer down. Hold, please. Whoop, why's my was the one with the tractor still going? Alright, let's see here. So I do have the Bio Belts trailer in here. And the only reason... Alright, where is this sucker? Alright, it's still at the farm. Yeah, it's kind of what I was going to try to do, Steven. And we'll see what's going to happen with it. I don't know how long it's going to take me to basically get to the shutter point on the PS4, and then again it might just be where I just have to delete the game. I'm not exactly sure. I made the first video right before Thanksgiving, and then I don't know, it's trying to think. I think my first upload was like a little intro video that I'd done, and I think I did that maybe like in where is it? Oh, it's in the stupid building. Okay, there we go. Woo! All right, I thought I was going crazy. I was like, I know I saw that icon down here. Yeah, so I uploaded like a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, and then I started live streaming, I think, sometime either right before Thanksgiving or like the week after. So, you just subbed to me? I think you've been subbed for quite a while, Aiden. I've got sub stuff too that lets me know when people do it immediately. So, anybody subs, we usually or know. Nice, man. Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait a minute, I think you've already subbed here. yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's welcome to those 30. I know 30 is not all my subs, but if any of you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to like and sub video. I would like to hit 650 tonight. I'd love for you guys to make that possible if you like the content, but only if you like it and want to stay up with it. I don't want anybody to hit the sub button just because I'm asking you to. I'm not going to beg you to. Alright, so pretty much got everything down here. And the only reason I say that I picked this thing up is because I should be able to. Now this is my assumption. Now this is the assumption on the reality of how Farm Sim ought to work. So if it's going to work this, then I should be able to use this thing to load them, and I should be able to use this thing to grab right in the middle of those spines in the middle right here and grab up my logs and lay them off to the side. Now whether that's actually going to happen, yeah, I don't know, because I've never done that before. So we're going to see. It might go terribly wrong, and then I might just be like, you know what, screw it. Let's just go. Let's go take them down to the salt mill and saw them up. So let's. Let's go ahead. We need to buy a chainsaw. Of course, I'll do with the other. It doesn't matter. Always got to go with the steel. Yeah, Benedetti, I do. We did one this past week. We did a good multiplayer Silage haul. The only thing usable multiplayer, especially with me streaming, to host the multiplayer plus do the stream as well and keep all that going internet-wise. I don't have the lightning fast DSL that I used to have with Charter Cable. I used to have cable internet, which was actually really, really good, and now I don't have that. I have AT&T, which sucks. So. Yeah, so it makes it tough to get more than like 3 people on there. So that's the only reason it sometimes it's kind of hard. I would love to do 4, 5, and 6, but I think as much as I can, I'm going to try to do and try to get some of that stuff going to where I can do at least every week. Weekends would be great to be able to host some multiplayer stuff. Do like some setups during the week. Use those as episodes, and then we'll run some multiplayer during the weekend. Kind of like we did this past weekend. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was. It was probably it was the 600 giveaway. That's where it was. So you probably didn't know it because you didn't see it. So that's fine. And of course, why would this? It's stupid. The plausible answer. Oh, Mr. Ragen's live? Yeah, well, if y'all jump back in, man, y'all tell him I said hey. I hadn't got to speak to him here on stream. It's been good enough this week to do my own streaming this week. I did catch Movie Guys a little bit earlier, and I caught up on AK's his recovery one that he did. But I guess I consider myself good that I got all that done this week. All right, shoot me some news, James. Make it. I'm sure you've got a great police post from North Carolina, so let us have it, man. Oh, for a third shift. There you go, man. Hey, that's Chuck. I don't know if he's in, but usually he's probably actually working right now. He's working third as well, so he's on his off time on his shift and stuff, man. He's able to catch up with some FTG, so it's all good, man. All right, this is well, that's what it's got to be, man. No, you're trying to do your thing there, so I'm just there to help support and supplement that, and not get in the way. Yeah, I saw Chuck was in here, man. All right, so we'll see how this thing works. I know I've got an actual placed item there, so I probably should have spaced this out a little bit more. So this is just kind of to help fill. So we don't have anything on a skid steer that's quite this beefy and large. So this is actually kind of, I might actually dig this thing for organizational. Only thing is, you're really not gonna get the pickup on it. You're just gonna get basically pushability with it. That's all you're really looking for. And I don't know that these logs will even make it to the sale, so I don't know if that's necessarily a numero uno. There we go. Yeah, well, these work good so far. We'll see what happens when we put them on front of the front loader. It should work pretty well. The thing I do like about these, when I got in there starting to test them, the thing I like about them is that you can see the forks. You can see them inside the cab. I mean, that's the thing that I hated about the other ones. I couldn't really tell where the forks were and what the angle was. Now, these forks actually work really well. Now, the ones on the skid steer don't give you, at least I don't think they do. Yeah, they do. Okay, so these give you that wonderful camera view that we're talking about. You know, so I'm not moving my camera, I'm just moving the implement, and the camera follows the tool. So that's the coolest thing about the CSZ set. So if you haven't picked that up, go pick it up. It's definitely worth your download time. There he is. Florida woman arrested at Mickey D's for trying to get some chicken nuggets. Oh lordy, you mean? Oh yeah. Yeah, he knows that, Philip. He's just messing, man. Oh, that's hilarious. For the nuggets. Oh man, I couldn't imagine, dude. Couldn't imagine. I'm surprised I didn't start out with a North Carolina woman. Might have be a FarmSim's website. Keep seeing a few new classes in there. What you mean a new class in there? I might be missing something. I don't do too much with the mod hub. I honestly kind of hate checking it now. It's kind of like Walter was saying last night. He gets on there and actually checks and looks for it every single. I'm like, man, I can't, because it's staying with the what's the word I'm looking for? I can't stand the anticipation to go in there and then see nothing. No love today. No love today. Oh, Colossus, yeah. It was a 20-piece, man. I don't even know what the 20-piece would have cost you. I mean, whew. She must have been hungry. That's a good one, Philip. Yeah, I remember that one. That one was, ooh, that's terrible. That's when you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Yeah, man, likes and subs, guys. Got 24 watching. It's a good solid numbers. Yes, harvesters. You're right, movie guy. Harvesters would be good. I don't even care if they're, you know, well, they need to be a certain size. But, yeah, I don't even, you know, I'm in the point I don't even care what they are. I don't even like harvesters, but I think that's partially because you get so sick and tired of the ones we have. It's always, you know, it's like, okay. Even with logging, it's like, alright, I'll go grab the Scorpion King because that's the only thing we have. I would use the other thing if it would cut a big tree, but it won't. It just cuts the little small ones. Well, I think he's talking about more than just a reskin, Benson. You know, pretty much between your Rostamash, your Massey, and your Fence, they're all reskins of the same exact tractor, minus the fog light bar has been changed at the top, or your running light bar. That's it. Everything else is the same on them. even up to the same sounds. And the only ones you really get in different are the case ones and the New Holland ones. So it would be nice to bring some different, actually, model non-ADCO harvesters. How about that? I think that would probably be the better description on the harvesters would be non-ADCO. You may love ADCO, which is fine. I mean, they make a good product, but I mean, we've like literally got every single one of them in the game. Don't put words in my mouth. The Brooks chipper. I could grab a chainsaw. International. There's a fella buncher mod on console. Yes. Stuff's words in mouth. Lexion. Yeah, that would obviously be good. I still think eventually we are going to get the Colossus. I think Giants is playing a little hard to get on that one. I don't know. So this is the frustrating thing with logging. The tree actually moves up the hill. Physics-wise, I don't exactly know why that happens. And unfortunately, the only way to really, well, we can combat that. Screw that. We can do this. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, let me sift through some things right here. Hang on, just give me a second, guys. All right, we'll just use this. This fits with the chubbiness. Hip machine on the monkey wrench. I'm sure that hurt, man. Freaking anything on the funny bone or the shin. Bigger combine, bigger harvester. Gleaner cost. Yeah, New Holland, yeah. And a processor. That's right, man. Who needs a puppy when you got a Scorpion King to play with? Alright, so I'm going to take this tractor, and I'm going to use this as my pivot. I'm going to see if this actually works. It should work. I don't know why it wouldn't. Certainly, a tree won't move the tractor. Let's zip this thing on down there and let's see what happens. Ideally, what I want to see happen is pull this right up here beside the logs, and I'll pull the log around the tractor, and that should line it up. You just got to make sure your tractor's lined up with your pile. Yeah, it takes a good bit, man. Especially pushing out a high quality stream. It does take a pretty decent computer to be able to push that, plus a couple monitors, plus a game. Most of the time, you'll see a lot of guys they'll have your streaming, and then they'll have a totally separate PC for all the rest of it. All right, so let's do this. Let's do. Oh shoot! Might be able to do this right here. Let's see. Let me get this back up in the Scorpion King. We'll try it out and see what happens. Yeah, you do it one more time. Gonna. Now, I see your stuff there, man. It's just you're not saying anything that needs a response from me. The questions, they're just random statements. So, I'm not trying to be like that. But if you got something relative to say, then please say it. But if you don't, then I'm not gonna pay your comments any attention. And I don't say that just to be mean either. Uh-oh, it might not work. I'll just pull my tractor along with it. I might have pulled it actually up on the wheels, so that might have been my fault. Alright, let's see what happens here. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, man. Y'all are killing me, Smalls. Yeah, man. Yeah, sure, man. No problem. Yeah, tell him I said hey. I figured a couple of us might be streaming tonight, so it's cool. Tell him I said what's up, and hope his stream goes well. If I get done in time, if he's still rolling, I'll try to come over and say hey. I don't believe this is going to work. Usually, I can get a couple of these. If anything, just to get them and push them together. These logs seem heavy. Alright, well I do that with the wheel loader, so I ain't stay on doing that one. I usually do it with the skid steer log for, but that's just not gonna fly. Now let's see what this does. Yeah, sometimes it works out, Aiden, sometimes it don't. Nice, James. Appreciate our FTG food spot of the evening. James always brings us our joke of the evening, brought to you by James Landry and FFG Small Spot. And always brings us what he's eating or what he wants to eat or what he's seeing on the internet that looks good. You gotta start seeing me some pictures of all this food, man. I'm gonna start thinking you're just toying with me. Okay, so I'm liking that. That's way better than the other scoop, so I will say the camera angle thing is a little weird, especially when it's moving up and down. That's almost a little bit vertigo-ish. Kind of does mess with you. It might be better on the bale stacking one. That might be a little easier to manage, but what's going on, Mr. Chad Miller? Welcome, the Millers. All right, let's church fried chicken and fried okra. Nice, man. I love some good fried okra. You can screw some fried okra up really quick. Oh, uh-oh. I broke it. Crap. Dang it. There we go. That was close. So I guess you could use that thing for maybe shuffling this stuff around. I don't know. I see it probably still works better to do it the other way. I think it just depends on what kind of tools you want to use to do that moving and that kind of situating and stacking. So if we can shuffle a couple of these back up to the top. So it looks like you pick up about 2 or 3 with this is about going to be the max, which might be a good number for you if you don't want to try to pick up, 3 and 4 and 5 of those things. I am getting tired of them rolling back down the log stack again, though. Right, come on already. There we go. Chat froze. Yeah, it's the second time you've asked, Chase. I told you the first time I was doing solo tonight, so just chilling tonight. Enjoying some logging. I'm not really doing that much work with it. Just hanging out. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see if this tractor actually works to, let's see if it actually works. I doubt it does. I'll probably wind up knocking it over. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good, Steven, it seems like a pretty good, seems like a pretty good tool. I mean, actually, I've not really run into any issue with it, so at least as of right now, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a whole lot. I don't like how the trees are always going up diagonally on the pile there. It's getting on my nerves. About had enough of that. Alright, let's see if we can grab one of these right here and drag it against that tractor, see if I can kind of use it as self-center. I used to be able to do this on 15. I would plant me a small pine tree, then I would cut it off and leave about 6 foot of it up in the air, and I would use that as my pivot point coming out of the woods. Yeah, now don't have any of that, the ability to do any of that stuff, so yeah, kind of works, kind of not. So it works better than I thought it would. Aiden, I'll probably go for another, I'll probably go for well over another hour. We'll just see if things are still good, chat's still rolling, and we've still got people in here. We'll certainly continue on. Alright, so, well, what I was doing, Benson, was I'm stacking all this stuff up, and then we're going to see how many logs it takes to really get the PS4 shuttering. I mean, normally, I wouldn't have a problem. What I'm trying to do, at least on these first couple of ones, is save me a trip from having to load them in a loader, and then actually take them out of the loader and stack them up like that. Yeah, I'm actually not doing this to make money tonight. Because I mean, obviously I've got all I need, but normally I would cut them all to size there on the flat side, and then I would load them up in trailer. Which I don't normally mind not doing. It's just today I was like, I would do something a little different today. I don't know exactly what's wrong with these trees, but some of these I definitely don't get a, that's not the first one that's happened. I've done it before. Trying to set up a little bit of logging around here, and for whatever reason, some of these trees, I guess for the elevation that they're sitting on, it's like they don't want to, cut, or you got to cut so far up the tree. So you go down to the tree, try to get it near the, you know, which you're not all the way at the ground, but it won't cut it there. You got to go all the way up to like here, which kind of sucks because that means you got to go back with a stump grinder now that you've got all these hugely tall, ridiculous stumps out here that I wouldn't ever normally leave. Oh, nice deal, Chad. Yeah, it's really bad. Let's see. What map was it? It's really bad on Lostberg, because what he did was I guess when they made Lostberg, they made about half of the trees. Instead of having, since we don't have like really small trees to still give you the idea of solvable brush, was they gave you, oh man, I got that one caught up in a big old tree over there. They gave you these small trees. What they did was they basically took these trees and they just shoved them into the ground really, really, really far. So after they did that, it's almost impossible to cut them. So the only way, I mean, there's no way to delete them, at least on console, and you couldn't even cut them. Or you'd have to go, so you might have a stump that's like 7 foot tall. And that was one of the most, probably the biggest frustrating thing that I found on, especially Lostberg. Eventually, when you get this out, you can extend the arm out, and you can kind of start cutting right on top of your pile. And oh, that one just completely disappeared. Nice. Yes, totally agree with that. Are you talking the, you talking about, Benson, you talking about the, come on, that tractor's just not, uh-oh, it's already shuttered, man. You serious? Wow. I don't know if it's translating on y'all's screen, but it's already shuttering for me. Sure is. Well, there you go. So there, bet if you start moving this thing, I bet it'll. Yeah. So there you go. There's your shutter factor already. It doesn't happen all the time, but you can see how it's having a hard time catching up with it. Yep. I'll do one more. He's seen it coming. That's weak, though. Y'all gotta admit, man, that's a weak as I'll get out. Like, really? Seriously? I mean, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 trees and one little puny stack over here. Puny stack. I mean, that's not even like a decent stack. Why is that tree going uphill? Yeah, there it is. Man. That's pretty solid too. It's not that's not a shutdown by any means, but that is definitely that's definitely not your grandma's apple pie right there. Wow. And pretty much all that is all the physics of these trees are all now acting against one another. So the PS4 is trying to, its best is trying to process all of that information, and it's just not quite making it. Well, some of it now, once I get away from the log, when I'm away from it, and I'm not activating the physics of the logs, it's fine. But once you start dropping logs on it, that's when it starts messing up, so. Yeah, that's what it was, the scorpion. I mean, everything else but that's jumping, so. Yeah, so there you go. You can see it starting to shimmy and shake now. Now, once everything settles down, it'll be fine. That's what it is right there. It's these stupid little trees right here. All right, so there's pretty much our number. The Sony, yeah, I think so. I want to say in 20. Is it 2020? I think. Yeah, I can plant trees besides. Yeah, you can plant. I mean, you can plant all of them but the pine trees or the fir trees. You know. Alright, so I can do either two things. I can chip and chop, or I can load on trailers. I'll do whichever one you guys would rather see. It doesn't matter to me. I'll just clear and I'll take and I'll, you know, I'll take them up there and I'll sell them off. You guys let me know what you want to see and I'll do whichever. I think I think they take 7 full game days, but they don't reach the full maturity stage. Like they're a half tree. Like these are the full ones. I think the ones you plant are the next step down. I think. Chip, make it real. Load on trailer. All right, there's one for a load on trailer. I tell you what, the next person that subscribes to the channel and tells me what they want to do, that's what I'll do. I'm selling myself out for subscribers. Not really, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. Nah, but seriously, what you want me to do? Oh, that's the way out trailers. You have to use the crane. I love using the crane to unload over there by the sawmill, man. I love the crane. Load on the trailer, load on the trailer, load on the trailer. Alright, y'all have convinced me. I'll load it on the trailer. We'll see how these mods actually, we'll see how they actually compare out here. Now, some of these, I'm going to tell you, some of these are a bear. These little ends right here, they are terrible for trying to do anything on this. So, hey Kevin, what's up, man? I must have missed it, dude, because I certainly would have replied if I'd have seen it. How are you doing, by the way? I hope you're well. What's the Friday freebie? Be more graphics, man. I've got a really nice image. I want to say it's from Chellington. Yeah, I think it's from Chellington. Yeah. Of what though? Hang on, let me go. Oh, actually, I'll look it up and I'll tell you what it is. Gosh, I'm so demanding. Hey, what am I getting for free? I want to know now. I'm just kidding, man. Chellington. And it's a silage. So I've got a loading wagon, and I think I got the 7700 series Massey. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Live stream caps. Chellington. Yeah. Yeah. So I got. Yeah, it's a nice kind of a focus point on. I've got a Fent pulling the big Stroutman. The big Stroutman loading wagon. It's good shot. Alright, so these things looks like we're picking up 2 at a time. Looks like that's about as much as you're going to get on this. Now, I guess the one kind of key with this, if you're going to use it with this trailer, then well, pretty much anything works with this trailer, but this does especially because it slides right down here in the middle. So you know, you can kind of direct the logs and easily unload them without kind of like just dropping them over the edge and hoping for the best. Cover for wildlife. Just put your stuff in the river. Nah, just let me keep playing some logging, dude, and I'll definitely can it over on that, like I did on Sosnovka that day. I still laugh about that. Okay, well there's this. How many we got in that one? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Looks like I'm about to break it though. Yeah, what's up, Kevin? Make a lean-to. We actually did now, and at the tail end of FS15, me and a buddy tried to make a house out of a log roof and bale walls, and yeah, that didn't work. It doesn't work on console, let me put it that way. It'll work on PC, because you've got the mods to do it, plus you've got the space to cover it, but once we got up about 60 bales and actually parked a tractor underneath it, man, they started shaking back and forth so violently that all the logs popped off the roof. I mean, it was terrible. I was like, this sucks. We spent like 2 days on that and didn't have a problem until we pulled a tractor underneath it. So had we not pulled the tractor into it, we probably would have been okay. Stupid end of those trees, man. Like, Giants didn't make these trees long enough. That's what she said. Oh, man. Let me just see if I can. Doubt I can do this. Not with this thing. Boom! Boom, and the master has arrived! Yeah! Just strap it down. Get on with the show, man. Just strap it down. I ain't got time for all this neatness and organization. I will say though, I will say in defense of the CSZ stuff, I tell you what, for on the next load, let's use the regular stock one. I mean, because I'm picking up a solid 5 to 6 logs. Now, granted, those are different sizes, so you can't completely just go on, you know, just the ifs, ands, and the maybe what you kind of got here and what you kind of got there. But I like this mod. This mod works really, really, really well. And it's very controllable, and I don't feel like once the logs are in there, then it's doing a bunch of different crazy stuff. And the cool thing about it's got a really nice wide grip on it, so you're not having to try to finagle your way to get as many logs inside of its grip as you can. So, oh, I think I'm. Oh yeah, shoot, that's the. Okay, I get it. Dang. Plus, you got those nice big old pallets on pallet fork ends on it, so that certainly helps out. Yeah, so I mean, picking up a good, good 4 or 5 stack there, depending on what it is. I mean, it's actually working. Yeah, the camera angle does help. It does help a lot. I mean, some of it's a little bit tricky to kind of get used to, because you got to always remember, like, oh, I've got that camera angle now. So it does kind of change things up a little bit. And loading is actually pretty easy. I mean, like everything rolls off of those, because your grip, your actual stability right here with the 4 tongs on here, or these pallet forks, basically is what they are. Your grip on those, and the longness of the log actually sits in there very well. So, yeah, this is good, man. I enjoyed this. This mod is going to be this might be the new logging one, but we'll go ahead just for some giggles here. We'll load the default on one, see how that one comes across. Alright, that's going to be good enough. That'll be good enough. Another thing, too, you only need 1 or 2 straps on these. You don't need a bunch. Thank you, Chad. Thank you for the obvious there, Philip. I just imagined you, like, pushing your finger across the nose piece of your glasses going, your trailer's full. No offense if that's really what you did. What's going on, Mr. Ty? You know, actually, I tell you what. When I get the next load in, I will do that, because the one thing I'm not going to be able to get. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that other trailer. I mean, the other mod. I'm not going to be able to get it around. Around these. I should have never stacked them up against that, but that's you know, yeah, whatever. All right. Some people also talk about the no glasses. Yeah, almost needed that one last one on there. So this actually too, by the way, I don't think this is the Bio Belts trailer. This was one of the our first kind of logging mods we got. So if anybody was curious about that trailer, it's there in the mod section. And we'll just sure, yeah, we'll drive over that log, no problems. Yeah. I told you, Benson. I told you, wasn't kid, man. Most of the guys on stream, most of them are Xbox. There's some PS4, but there's not a lot. Yeah, I like this trailer. It's the good thing about, let's see, let me make sure. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's right. I forget the things down this way. The one thing about this trailer is it's very American style. Now, the idea behind this trailer is to actually be able to use and utilize 6-meter log slots in the first half. So you use the first half of it to do 6-meter logs, and the same on the second half. So you'd be able to basically take 2 buffalo loads. I mean, that's essentially what this trailer does. But if you do 8 meters, the only bad thing about this one is you don't have that ladder in the front side here toward the cab to keep the logs from going through the rear window and impaling the driver. So that's the one thing that the standard one does, which is actually kind of nice. So the CSZ mods do give you an option of actually, I feel like this thing's gonna tip over. Almost. So, lost my train of thought. So this one, the CSC mod, allows you to stack them in. At least one I can tell. It allows me to stack those in that trailer a little bit more carefully. So you could use that CSC with this trailer, and actually it's going to work now. The other uses for the other one is going to be a little bit tough to do that. You know, once you figure out and you actually get the default one, it's a little bit tougher in all these. I don't know why. It's when you get those smaller logs, it just kind of flips out of it, and you wind up having to sit there trying to straighten out all of your trees and stuff, and it just becomes the most annoying thing in the world. Which driving these logs to here is going to be the most annoying thing in the world, because I don't think I'm going to make this turn. Oh, I did. Can't believe that mess. What's up, JB? Nice chat. I like you. Good guy. So I wish every map would put this in here. This is my favorite part. I love these. Now, yes, I could probably drive over that. I could. But I'm not going to, because that's no fun. Alright, so we'll detach our straps there. We'll go ahead and hop them up to our... Now, let's see if they've actually got this backwards. Yeah. So your crane control works backwards. So if you want to use it this, then your lateral movements... Whoa, what's up, Bear? How you doing, bud? So everything else about this works right. So your vertical movements on this crane, if you're looking at it from this perspective, are right. Down is down, up is up. But on the lateral movements, left is right and right is left. So once you get past that and actually start messing around with the crane, then, you know. Strap Bear to a chair. How you doing, Bear? I hear you, man. Well, usually working hours means making money. That's what I've always extrapolated it to. Not all the time, but you know, most of the time. Say you want a good challenge, try to do this from the chair. It's I wish we had actually a detailed cab in this thing, but you know, hey, I'll take what we get. It's definitely a challenge doing it like this, but it's a lot of fun. I wish we had more stuff like this. I'd love to have something like this, even on a smaller scale with about the same size of crane. I would love to see something like this in some of those loading areas, or something that comes like something you can. I don't know, like FDR's kind of got something that's similar to this. It's got a little bit bigger grapple arm on it. It'd be cool to be able to load trailers up like this. It's kind of what I was shooting for, but I think eventually that would just become like a PC mod. Because as you saw, we can't really stack. We can't stack too many logs together. And I think I'm going to grab the trailer. I think. Nope, I didn't. There we go. Alright, and there we go. Easy peasy. Now I gotta see if there's a better way out of here. I don't think there is. Oh, your truck still ain't working. Oh, y'all. I guess y'all never found out what was wrong with it. I mean, I guess obviously if you did, then it wouldn't be not working. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go down this way. Let me see if I can actually get back out without having to. Nope. So that is one heck of a tight turn there. I don't know exactly how they expected you to make that one. That's a quickie there, boy. Whew. He healed. Well, it wouldn't be a problem. Oh, you know what? Does that show up? Does that bench show up there? Oh no, it's not really going to do it. Alright. Like a champ. I guess it's a scenery item. I guess. I mean, I guess it's just a static truck. I don't think it moves. I think it's just always there. I mean, it's so annoying because anytime you want to pull a trailer and stuff in there, man, you ain't gonna pull no trailer in there. Not with you know having to really be a close tight fit on that. So, I mean, I had absolutely no room to spare on that pulling it in. So much less coming the opposite way. A little better coming the opposite way, but they put that bench there, and then they put the truck there. It's almost like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna screw with them. That's exactly what I think, Chad. Purely for irritation. Alright, so we'll pull this over here. We'll do the same thing. Let's see if I can load this one up quick. We'll go there, chop the rest of those trees down. I'll actually pull him out somewhere else over there that's a little bit more, a little bit better centered over there. And then we'll try that. We'll try the stock one to see how it stacks with that trailer versus this mod now that we've actually gotten to see it work a little bit. So. Hey, what's going on, Justin? What's up, bro? Oh, you turned traffic on. Oh. Well, that's odd. I mean, maybe the next time I go down there, that truck won't be there. I should have never stacked those on this one. Oh, well. You live and you learn, right? I hear you, Kevin, man. That sucks about your truck, man. I don't think. Yeah, okay, that will. So I guess there's two ways to unload here. Let me see if this actually works. It should work. No, it won't. Watching me enrage them, man. That's the maybe one of these days, once I get the PC in over here, maybe I can join him up on the stream and you can watch us both in one place. Save you internet connection. Well, tell him I said what's up. Tell him you're over here watching mine and his, and tell him I said hey. Alright, so I guess the other thing that's really cool about this mod is that it leaves you, so if you do go right in the middle of these things, you don't really have to do anything except literally pull backwards. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so look at there. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. And then you can even come over here. You can kind of move some things back over the other side, level everything out, make sure it's all exactly like you want it. A little bit OCD about my logs. It's bothering me that this object has one log sitting out here crooked out of the way of everything. Like, why is that not stacked up? Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Almost there, almost there. Alright, I just need to move these out of the way, because these aren't going to go in the trailer. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Oh, yeah, mate, yeah. Yeah, because, if I remember correctly, PC got a version of... Maybe they got the version of the log runner. They got the version that connects to so you could have tandem, and then I think you can connect those to the man truck. Like, it was a pretty awesome mod if I remember correctly. So if you can get those little ones out, it sure makes your stacking a whole lot better, because it looks like they have actually glitched into this one. So that may be when I was having problems on that. Yeah, the timber runner. Yep. Alright, let's see if I can just get some of these stacked up. Yeah, it doesn't really do much to, yeah, it doesn't do much to actually clamp down on them. So if you're going to use these articulated front loaders, you're going to have to definitely be, you know, you're going to have to be super mindful loading them, that they're not going to grip down on the logs. That's the one thing I did miss about 15, especially with the tellies, is that they really did get a good grip on the log, and you could actually pull them up and down and never really had any problems loading things in and out. But yeah, definitely not the case with these on 17. All right, come on, come on. We get at least one or two more. I don't know if I'm gonna get. Yeah, there it goes. There we go. I'll take it. I might just leave those other ones in there, because I'm gonna drive myself nuts doing that. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull this last one up here and get it out of my way. There we go. You know what, Philip? I don't even know that I've even seen that movie. If it has, I couldn't even tell you what it was about. The only Triple X that I remember was the one that Vin Diesel was in. So I don't know whether or not. I'm not exactly sure what the issue with these logs trying to get them to. This probably won't work like I want it to. I'll probably wind up having a big old nasty mess over here. Let's see what happens. Ideally, I would like to be able to stack all these, but for whatever reason, it seems when I pull up this hill right here, the tree wants to go the opposite way when it hits the hill, which it really shouldn't do. Let's see if I can keep this stack halfway neat here. Okay, yeah, looks like it's going to behave. Good deal. I do like these trees now. These trees I'll say are new. I don't think they're your standard. I don't think you're standard trees, because you've got these are your standard Goldcrest trees, and then you've got these which are like, I don't exactly know if you'd call them dried out. I mean, the ones that I'm cutting down there, where those are almost kind of like dried, almost look dead. Of course, I don't have any more on this side, of course. Yeah, man, I think people probably heard that Raging was streaming and they left. Most of those guys are all Raging's guys. We went from 26 down to 13. Cheaters. Yeah, it's okay. I got their view. That's all that matters. Yeah, Ryan's probably around here somewhere too. He's probably off doing something else. Just got me running in the background. Hey, there's Michael. I always count on Michael to be there. Oh, okay. So, okay, well, maybe it is just a standard. I've done some stuff in Goldcrest, but I didn't honestly do a ton of logging in Goldcrest. I tried, but I got frustrated with it. And I think part of this is like any kind of game. You got to learn the idiosyncrasies of the stuff inside the game that you're trying to do. I mean, it's all programmed to work a certain way, but sometimes you just have to, you do have to do a little bit of learning of just the game itself and how everything has to interact with one another. So, all for beer and strippers, yeah, I'm sure they would. And I appreciate that, Bear. It doesn't go unnoticed, bud. I don't know if you go back. I mean, I normally wouldn't say go back and watch our streams. We didn't say anything bad. Don't worry. But I guess the streams from last week and stuff, there was I think there was legitimate concern, man, making sure you were okay. Because you were just like there every day, and then all of a sudden you were just like poof. So I appreciate it. And by the way, you don't have to answer on stream. You can maybe send me a message or something, but I know y'all were supposed to maybe find something out that Friday, which was your last day, and I was just curious if y'all had gotten any news yet. The wood chipper. Oh snap! I just got that whole area out. Sweet. All right. There's other people streaming this. Yeah. And the hardest thing about, I will say this: the one thing about this particular area is getting in and out. I guess the easiest way might be, yeah, I might be going over here and going down the ramp over here, starting on this side and working my way back. We'll cut and stack some more trees down here and see what happens. Why not? Let's go over the cliff. We'll just use this as our, I'm sure someone would really do this in real life, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, I hear you, man. Well, I guess unless you're scared to death you didn't want it to, I guess the congrats are in order. Guess I'm not sure how you guys felt about it. I always don't want to assume too much and put people in positions, so please excuse me if I did. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, see, this is... Really? Come on. Ah, see, this must be one of those broke trees. See if I can do it this way. Right, there we go. Hey, welcome to those just joining. Yeah, sometimes when you cut it, and sometimes when you cut it like that, you gotta just do it with chainsaw. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm not sure if that's just this tree or if there's something about the way the terrain lays when you do it like that. I don't really know. You run into it every now and again. Let's see. I believe I'll switch sides now, and I'll try to pull these off the right side. Actually, no, I'll pull these right here. These will be good. What's up? Welcome, everybody coming in the stream. See numbers chipping back up, so welcome. Don't forget to like and sub if you do enjoy the content. Appreciate it a lot. Come on, come on, come on, get in there and cut. Wow, you gotta go so flipping high. Alright, that sucked. Oh, there's James Cat. Come in to say hey. Hey, that actually is gonna work. No, it's not. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't remember seeing those trees in I don't remember seeing those in Goldcrest, but okay, I'll take your word on that. There we go. Alright, so I'll use that, I'll try to use that tree. I'll show you what I should have done that before. There's James. I didn't even see that comment, man. You didn't look at that before you typed to Philip. There we go. Now we're catching a little bit of a rhythm here. So I tell you, this is what I was going to do. I should have done this in the first one, but even if you've, we'll say we've got a log stack over here, and the hardest thing with logging, sometimes you wind up getting the logs everywhere and you don't have a decent stack somewhere. So if you take one that's centrally located, you cut it, let's say you had it all the way over here. If you swing it around an uncut now, it would actually be better if you left it a little bit higher. But this thing will actually take it and it'll swing the tail end of it around, so when you start cutting, it keeps your log nice and straight. So if you kind of use this to, if you kind of use that to really make all of your other cuts off of, then you usually will keep a much better, much better pile. That is a little bit of a trick that does kind of help you out, especially if you're not, you don't like doing it, or you're not that well versed with logging. If it's got enough space in there, you can use it to pivot your tree around and get it exactly where you want it. So you don't have to wind up chasing your tree logs everywhere around the forest here trying to get them in a trailer. It's just like this, swinging around, doesn't even matter where it's lined up now. Now I can straighten my straighten Scorpion King up to my pile, and then I'll use that tree as my pivot point. So, y'all writing this down? And can you see a cat screech like, get away from me? Now this one especially is a little bit tough because you got these other stumps here, so you definitely gotta make sure these are gone. Working a girl in the corner in Florida now. Chicken nuggets. Oh, why'd it drop it? Dadgummit. Alright, let's see if we can get it picked back up. Here we go. What do I keep running on? You might not like it, man. You might need a doctor to tell you what you get for nuggets in a shake. Come on, get around that stump on the backside. Come on. Man, these stumps up here are killing me. There we go. Alright, well, we'll use that tree stump there. Hopefully the backside of it won't get stuck again, but it probably will. Yep. Alright, I'm going to have to do something with this one back here. I've got a few floating trees, and so's Novka. He knows that, man. It's probably a bot running through channels doing that. Alright, let's see. Alright, see you, James. You have a good, bro. Alright, let's see. Come on, come on. You gotta be better than that. You know what? Let's just do this. So I didn't want to do it, but it looks like I won't have to. Oh yeah, man. Well, check in if you can. Let us know how the trip's going, and if I don't get to talk to you, have a great time, and I guess we'll see you on the return. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I guess what I'll do, I guess I'll just go ahead and throw this up there real quick. Gonna grab my stump grinder because I'm definitely going to need that to get some of those trees out of there. I wonder if she the... Oh, if she's the prize. I hope not, man. That is no prize that I want. I guess maybe that gives you new meaning when you go to the counter and they ask you is it for a boy or a girl. Yeah. Oh, man. I do wish I do wish traffic would go just a little bit faster. I mean, 20's a little slow. I'd say 25 would be solid. 30's a little fast because not everything will go that fast. But Coldbird traffic's ridiculously fast. I think it's 30. It's 31 or 32. I can't remember. But it's whatever your T8s and all that stuff. And I think they go 39. So I think everything on that map, or at least the T8s, the 7s, all those are, if all the Fendt tractors, I think they're all around that neighborhood of 31 or 32 miles an hour. Alright. Gamma stump grinder. Should have picked that up the first time. I think Philip called that one. Alright, let's go and get this thing back down there. So I'm probably backing up in that building. Well, I actually didn't think I really would. And I actually wouldn't have needed it had the Scorpion King cut those stumps off where that really, well, where it normally always does. Normally it cuts them off and pretty close to the ground. You don't ever have to worry about stuff like that, little frivolous things. But yeah, I wasn't having it on this map. Just wasn't going to do it. And I only really need it for that one stump. That's all I needed it for. Let's see, there it is. Alright, I'll go ahead and pull this off to the side here. Alright, welcome those guys coming in the chat. See numbers pop back up again, so welcome if you're a first timer here. Don't forget to like and sub if you do enjoy the content. Pretty much streaming console, soon to be PC. X-Plane, sooner or later it's going to be Euro Truck Sim and maybe ATS, but definitely Euro Truck, and we'll also be partaking in FS17 streams from PC. Here in the next few, so if you're interested in that and you like what I'm doing on console, I can assure you it'll be better on PC. So go ahead and throw up a like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. How much did the PC cost? Well, the one I'm building for X-Plane was a good bit. I mean, it wasn't by far your most loaded out with all the top-notch stuff, but it was enough. Put it like that. I don't ever like to. I just don't like talking about it that much because I don't want to make it seem like I'm bragging about it or. But I kind of built it up for X-Plane, and hopefully it's going to last me for the next 5-6 years. That would be my goal. Maybe longer if I can continue to upgrade it. And computers don't outgrow the game so fast. Hopefully, maybe the computers will slow down just a little bit and give games and everything else the time to do it. So. All right, there's that stump's gone. Yeah, appreciate that, Philip. Yeah, we got Twitter going full tilt. Also got. Oh, actually, let me do chat here. It froze up. Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be able to run FS just fine. Euro Truck just fine. ATS fine. I mean, it's really good at everything. I mean, it's X-Plane so demanding. That anything else above and beyond will be able to be handled by the PC. It's definitely going to be suitable for that. Yeah, I try to post up some Twitter stuff every now and again. I try to keep those up whenever I do go live stream. What's up, pizza guy? Let's see if we can grab this tree one more time. Oh, come on. There we go. I was about to say, man. What kind of processor? I went with the Cabby Lake i7 7700K overclocked to 4.8. Yeah, you didn't sub on here. It would show you up. What's up, Strike Like That in? How you doing? Not exactly sure what put your name in chat means. It'll automatically happen if you sub. It'll pop it in. Let's see if we use that tree. Oh, missed it. Dang it. Stutter X ran through at least once just to see if it smokes. Alright, man, welcome to the channel. I usually give you one. I usually don't have self-promotion on the channel. Most guys don't, so I'll give you that one. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to go stack the other way. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it no more. What's up, Spencer? Welcome back, bro. Hope everybody's holding the fort down okay over there. I'm not sure if you were around, Spencer, but it took us about one trailer load and a half of logs to basically stop the game down to a shutter. I didn't know if you were around when that happened, but it did not take us long at all. And I can't think too that might have been something to do with the fact that I was over there. I was over there with had all those logs stacked up on that object. It's possible. Yeah, Ryan helped. That's pretty good with that stuff. Just to bounce ideas off and go through some different builds. Because X-Plane is weird because X-Plane doesn't run like conventional games run. Most games nowadays completely use all cores of the machine to process all the different things. And X-Plane's a little bit old-fashioned in the way that it only does off of two sides of the core. So those cores, really, X-Plane has to be built for speed. Outside of, most of the time you can build PCs for gaming for needed, like, think of it like bandwidth of internet. But then X-Plane needs the speed of the internet to really work and work efficiently and work well. You can network multiple computers together, which is part of how it combats that, but hey, it would need a complete rewrite to rewrite that that processing code in there, which would be nice if he'd do that, but that's not at least coming through 11 for at least the next 5 or 6 years. I appreciate that straight like that. I totally missed that, man. I was in my own little world over here. Well, I think, me and Ryan had talked, especially running in PC stuff, in 5 or 6 years, and this one, you got the next stuff up, this might be a good candidate to keep this computer and either build something smaller underneath it to help run things, or it might be something you can network together and, it might be able to share the load on that. So it's me and I always joke with Ryan, man. Anytime you start looking at PCs, if anybody's ever built one, you know exactly what I mean. It's just like running down the rabbit hole. Once you start down that rabbit hole at Alice in Wonderland, man, it's hard to get back out. You start looking and configuring and seeing what you can get for this and what you can get for that, and I mean, it's insane. Yes, Benson, go check out, okay, it's going to sound name, but his name is Cat Strader. It's basically Castrator without the S. He's a really good guy, and he's super good at X-Plane, and he's super good at streaming. I'm not sure what his complete setup is, but I know it's a pretty decent one. But go check him out. It's a CATSTRATOR. And you can't miss it because that's the only thing he streams is X-Plane, and he does it all online with like real live people just like us that sim. They just sim the ATC side of it, air traffic control, and he does all that, man. And does a really good job with it. He's really entertaining to watch, and he's extremely knowledgeable. I don't self-promote too much stuff on here, but he's one that I would self-promote because he's good. Alice or Betty. It depends, man. I might call it a few other choice words if it's not doing what I want it to do. Yeah, I can't spell. Okay, here, I'll put it in here. Look at my channel, Landy Kid and Daggerwin. Yeah, Landy Kid and Daggerwin are they've been FS around for like a long time. So I've just got started right before Thanksgiving. So they're two of the bigger ones. Oh, I messed my stack up back there. Dadgum. Oh, I'll just straighten that up. Call it these nuts. Alright, I'm just going to at least get these two cut right here. I can pick them up, no problem. Dagger's okay, man. He just plays like he's completely knowledgeless of the game. I mean, I've never seen anyone be able to pack so much info, though, and be able to market a tutorial video of 30-minute videos and have so much in those videos. I mean, he's good at it. He's good at doing the produced videos. I will give him that, man. Yeah, Mr. Moose is good. He does a lot of tutorial stuff as well. There's a couple of us, farm sim guys that are good. I've only been going since Thanksgiving, and things have been really good here. But being on console, I'm quite limited as to what people actually want to, what they actually want to watch. It's some of them do pretty good. But it's hard to compete with PC and all the mods that they have, especially as a streamer, as a player. It's hard to do it. So if you ever played Farm Sim on console and then watch what they do, and it's just so much more interesting to watch, and And it's just one of those things. It's just hard to compete with it. Because we're still pretty much dealing with most of them. You're talking about like an Xbox or wanting Xbox games and stuff. So you know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's a certain sense of definitely kind of almost got to watch some of those guys to see what is obtainable through mods, and then that kind of gives you an idea what you would want console wise. But then it kind of leaves you always wanting more. It's kind of this constant back and forth. It's just this constant back and forth with trying to get more mods for consoles, and trying to figure out a way, if there's a way that we can even get close to that. And I mean, I think some parts we kind of get close there, but it's let's see. Most PC guys are all snotty. They're all snotty towards console guys. Most of them are. Most of them don't like console, and I'll tell you why. No, I won't. I promise I won't be, because I know what it's like personally to be there, and I know what it's like to want to have more of a game and be somewhat feel like you're limited to what you have and someone else has more than you. I mean, that's a general human emotion, and I think it just sucks. That's why there's so much, some people would call it passion, some people would call it childishness, but that's why there's just so much ridiculousness coming out of the forums right now, especially when it comes console players versus PC players. And unfortunately, I'm not. I would say, unfortunately, it seems to be one of these issues where if you're a PC player, then I think this is what I think. Now, this is my own just spin and take on it. So you guys can take with it, and you guys can just take, y'all can do with this what you want. It's just my opinion on it. But I think sometimes the PC players get jealous of the fact that they have sunk thousands of dollars into their machines. Some of them for nothing but farm sim. I mean, that is their bread and butter. That is what they play all the time. They rarely ever play anything different than that. And I think some of them are a little bit jealous of the fact that console players are now starting to almost be on par, minus the scripted stuff. But the base game itself, now that PS4 has gone pro, now on a PS4 for $300 you can have 4K, and there is not 4K in hardly anything else PC wise unless you've got graphics cards, 8 gig cards, 11 gig cards, or the Titan cards that can run 4K graphics at that kind of a resolution. So you're being able to do all that now on a PS4 for $300 some odd dollars. Not to mention all the other easily accessible games you can. So I mean, I think there's a certain animosity towards the fact that console players are getting something that PC players think that they own. And that's why you find this, especially when you get in those forums, man, it really becomes obvious, kind of who's king of the hill in there. And there's this constant just jockey for position in there all the time. So that's just my own feeling, and I think that's why a lot of those those PC guys, and they probably had run-ins of their channels talking about how, we don't get no mods, we don't get this, we don't get that. And I'm sure they've probably fielded their share of that, and they're probably just sick and tired of it. So yeah, I mean, I'm never going to be that way. I know Benson kids around with it, but I'm never going to be that way, because I know what it's like to be there. And one of my plans for the stream especially is going to be at least a day or a couple days a week or something. Well, how much ever long? Because being able to plan to do 3 different games streaming, whether it's ETS, I absolutely love it on my Mac. I mean, I'm just got basically low res on all that. But if I'm able to stream that and stream an X-Plane and Farm Sim, I'm going to have my hands full. So, I mean, as much as I possibly can, at least once a week, or if not once every 2, we'll do a farm spot with a sub. And we'll put my console up and actually go to someone else's farm and work on their farm for an episode of multiplayer. Or it may be that I go collab with another console guy, do something like that. So, I mean, I think it's one of those things where I still try to keep it going. and still try to keep some things going. Still, let your console guys know I'm still definitely thinking about you, but I'm not gonna be a douchebag on air just because all of a sudden I've got a PC. That's just not gonna happen. Hey, what's up, AK? Oh yeah, man. We're definitely, it's definitely limited on console, and I mean, it's limited for a reason. I mean, if they could put all that stuff in the console, I honestly think they would. They would certainly sell a whole heck of a lot more console games, copies of the game. But I mean, they're pretty much their moderators right now in the forums say if you want that, then your best bet is just to go in and buy a PC. And they're pretty much point blank telling people to do it now. I'm just a douchebag, yeah. Okay, man. Well, and that's straight like that, man. That's it's a compromise. If you don't have the funds to go shell out for a PC and put something down that you can run and do all the stuff with, I mean, your console it's still a viable option. I mean, I still remember an FS15, dude. I played that thing for a freaking solid year and almost a half. Almost a solid year and a half, and I did not have one mod on FS15 for console. So, I mean, that puts it into perspective of how much we probably played FS15 and had nothing to go with it. So when you put that kind of stuff and you think about it, and you're like, now we get all upset if we don't have a mod out every single week, I mean, we get a little bit pre-bedonish about it now. What you get them, man, it's hard to it's hard to not get them anymore. So, chicken nuggets, yeah. You need sliding miter saw reviews. I can give you one, dude. The 12-inch sliding saw from DeWalt is a beast. Cause I've got one. Let's see. Let's pull it right there. Looks good. Looks good anyway. Yeah, I mean it is. I mean it's just the way it is. I would love for it to be different. There's things with console that's the pluses and minuses that you don't necessarily get with PC either. So I mean they've got their pros and cons. You just gotta make some hard decisions about what you want that con to be and what you want the pros to be. Yeah, it's expensive, man. I mean, it is, but it depends. It depends on what you really what you want to do with it, what the thicknesses of stuff you want to be cutting with it. If it's just general use, then I would say it's probably overkill. But for me, a lot of my stuff that I'm cutting is 4-inch thick, or it's some of it is most of it's about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. So I need something with a little bit more beef, and it'll cut something 12 inches wide. And the sliding saw part will, so that's saying a lot, man. Yeah. Yep, that's right. AK's right on the money with that. Licensing's a big one. The scripts are a big one. I mean, like I said, they could add the scripts. Giants could if they wanted to, but they would have to get up with every single modder that comes up with a new script for PC. And then they'd have to, correlate with him and find out how he put all that stuff in, and how he's put all these values in, and it would just be a headache. And I assume that Giants just doesn't have the manpower for any kind of an endeavor like that. So that's partially why you don't. And I mean, I always see in the forums, man, everyone's always talking about getting these modders, like trying to request mods and stuff, and people got to understand the mods, they create it for free and they do what they want to do. I mean, honestly, AK, I mean, it would be better if PS4 was not in the ball game. If it was just left up to Xbox, Xbox has already said that they would welcome scripts, because honestly, I mean, they're already doing it with Xbox. I mean, with PC. So I think their view on it was that they would be more willing for a somewhat of a regulated licensing view of doing scripts for Xbox. But PS4 said absolutely not. No, John Deere will never come to console unless John Deere makes some kind of a big, has an epiphany and decides to want to take Giants' money for that, and Giants wants to spend it. I don't see it happening. I mean, really don't have too many of the big brands out there besides John Deere, Kloss. Those are about the two biggest brands out there that we don't have access to on console. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of other, there's a lot of other piece companies here and there, but they're two of the bigger ones. Since AGCO basically about owns everything. Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's kind of what they were all relating that to. So if that happens in Microsoft in the PC world, then they tag team up and take Xbox in a different world. They've got the potential to do it. I just knew that they had said that PS4 was, or Sony rather, was in no way, absolutely, shape, or form was willing to do that deal. So I think by the next generation of consoles, they're going to start figuring out a way for modders to get involved in the console world. And it probably is not going to be in the same. It's not going to be in the same scope of what it is on PC. I mean, I don't think anyone should necessarily get their hopes up generally, but I think eventually that's probably where a lot of games are going, because I think it's pretty obvious a lot of developers are already dependent on the modding community to basically sell their games for them. I mean, you look at titles like ETS and some of those other ones, and I mean, you've got a base game itself that is okay, but literally the modders have completely taken those games and turned them on their heads. And I mean, they get to sit back and sell copies off of what guys do for free. The modding they do and what they might make through PayPal, and I'm sure some of them actually probably do pretty good, the ones that really do some seriously good work. But I'm sure there's a lot of them, man, they probably don't get nothing for it. So that piece it down the road. It's hard to trust people screwing you with stuff in the world these days. Well, getting a PC, man. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Whether that's, whether you're talking about all the virus protection stuff. Is that what you're talking about, or what? Or if you're talking about people taking your money, I'm not exactly sure what that was. Yeah, well, ATS for console. I mean, they could do it. It would be just like Farm Sim. It would be a little bit washed out on the graphics. But I mean, it's not like they couldn't run it. I mean, but you got to have the base for that. You got to have, whether or not you're going to think about mods or whether or not they're going to make all these trucks available. I mean, I don't necessarily know that a driving sim like that would actually work. I mean, of course, now PlayStation, Xbox do have the, with the G29. So I mean, they've in the 920 or 29, whatever the one for PS4 and Xbox is. So I mean, they essentially could do it, but I don't know. I definitely wouldn't look for that title on console. Man, I guarantee it. Well, I think they've got their own game too. I think they've got their own John Deere tractor game. Now, as cheesy as it is, I'm not gonna let nobody else use your name. I always tell people, man, if you're on console, man, just go grab you a Valtra, go paint it John Deere green, and paint the wheels yellow. Right, yeah, well, that would be the thing. I mean, it would have to be structured like Farm Sim with modifier keys. So you just basically would have 3 different layers of key assignments. But I mean, Drive Club managed to do key assignments. Drive Club, which I love, it's still got all the key assignments for everything on it. So, yeah, I knew you like that, Michael. That's what I'm saying, man. Get you a voucher. It's the same thing, right? All right, I think this trailer's cooked. Let's strap her down here and let's Let's get out of the woods. There we go. Oh yeah. That's right, man. I forgot. Walter was telling us about that yesterday in chat. We kind of got on this subject again last night. He said professional farmer. What the? I had to do a double take. I was like, what? I'm not sure why Giants. I don't know if it's if it was basically a license per copy or per you know. If they were going to do a per copy deal, or if it was a per estimated what their you know, what they felt like their take was going to be over 2 years, or what the licensing and the branding cost and the royalty cost was going to be for colors, for names, for badges, emblems, logos, you know, all and above. I don't know. I mean, maybe Professional Farmer got out of that because they maybe they put all their money into that to have John Deere, because I know they don't have any other brands. It's all generic tractor looks with like random colors, I think. It's golf, American Farm, yeah. I think Giants did. I mean, they talk adamantly about not being a licensing thing for console. I mean, I'm sure they asked. I just think they're just much more popular and probably sell a lot more copies, and they're probably their royalties and their payment is probably based on their outlook of their product. I mean, that's generally how licensing and branding works with logos and stuff. And if you're going to do something, they're going to ask you how much you're going to do, and then you're charged based on that. And then if you do any more than that, then you're charged per whatever after that. So if it's, okay, per 100,000 copies, you owe us $10,000 for the use of a John Deere brand, and then after that, it's 5,000 per 1,000. I mean, so it just gets astronomical when you start talking branding and all the other things that kind of go into the money side of especially games and logos and all the other stuff, because that's iconic, because people are going to buy the game if it's got the JD symbol, the JD green, and the JD yellow. I mean, they're going to buy it. If anything, they could be just a John Deere enthusiast and be like, oh my God, I got to get the game, man. They freaking got John Deere in it. There would be people that would buy it just because of that, and John Deere knows it, so that's why they charge for it. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do my straps. This has turned out to be a deep in discussion chat, man. I was not expecting this. Yeah, I mean, I don't, honestly, I don't really know, Didi. I mean, it sure screams Ford to me, but that doesn't mean anything. I wish they'd fix the direction on this crane. This bothers me. Everything else about this crane is right except for the lateral movement back and forth. Like, really? You had one job. You had one job. Well, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, that's what these things are for. I love getting and discussing games and discussing, you know, business side of stuff. I mean, it's just fun. And a lot of people, you know, you don't know until you ask. And then, you know, from this conversation, you pick up something else. So the next time one of your buddies says something about it, you can actually, you know, give them some decent information. Be like, yeah, no, John Deere's it's not coming to console. I'm still amazed every time I get in the forums how many people are like, oh, are we gonna get John Deere? Would be like, oh my God. Yeah, I know, man. This is like what is this, like a seat of iron? I mean, everything else about this crane is awesome. I wish we had this grapple hook. I wish we had this like attached to a like a track hoe, you know, something like a big old huge track hoe, earth mover. That would be sweet. All right, let's see. I'll make sure I don't pick up my trailer. Voucher doesn't have John Deere. Well, it's not John Deere green, but it's pretty close. You know, in a pinch, it'll pass. Oh, I thought I'd clear that. Yeah, you got to pretend, man. You got to make a picture and make sure it's like in the background, but make sure that it's not the focus point of the picture. Oh, the Fiat. Yeah, I know Ford and Fiat were together. What's up? Welcome to people in chat. See my numbers tick back up there, so welcome to those of you that might be new. Don't forget to like and sub if you want to. If you think the conversation is entertaining, it does happen like this most all the time, so that's actually good. So if you want to keep up with us, please subscribe. Pretty much streaming most every night, at least when I can. So there's definitely no shortage of conversation and stuff to watch at night. So. And predominantly all live stream, not a lot of production video as well. So yeah. I also got Full Tilt Gaming on Facebook. Go throw it a like. Got Full Tilt on Twitter and Full Tilt Gaming on Twitch. Although it's not really set up, I'm not doing much streaming over there. Pretty much keep everything over here on YouTube. So. Yeah, no problem. Straight. Good to meet you, man. You know, Chad, I mean, I like it. I like logging pretty much anywhere. It's manageable. I like the fact that it's got the nice crane. I will say I do like the CSE mods. They're good. I mean, I think they've got something. I don't know what they've got, but they've got something on these when the logs hit the forks there on the bottom. They don't jump around and slide around as much. They actually almost kind of stick to it. So I'm not sure if they've done something to that that makes them better suited for logging. But I've had absolutely no problem out of this. Way better than the other default one we got. So nothing but glowing, gleaming remarks for this one. This is a good one. You know, I don't know, man. Tutorials, yes. Farm sim tutorials, no. When I jump into X-Plane, it's so new and fresh right now. From a game perspective, there's a lot of guys looking for it. And, you know, to stream X-Plane, I mean, you got to have a good computer, but you also got to have a lot of knowledge, prior knowledge of how X-Plane just works and operates. So I plan on doing tutorial videos on that because nobody's really putting a lot out. Putting some reviews and stuff like that in there. But when it comes to farm sim, I mean, there's so many tutorial videos and so many guys doing them now. I'm probably not going to try to compete with them on the tutorial videos because I honestly don't think I really got the time to do it. You know, I really do enjoy the live streaming part. I mean, to me, that's always been my bread and butter since I started. I really enjoy doing that. I just enjoy the interaction. I could care less about going and making a slick video. I mean, some people might like that, but you know, I enjoy literally doing. I've had nothing but a blast. I would normally have already been stopped streaming by now, but you know, sitting there talking 40 minutes about branding and logos for farm sim, you know, for whatever reason, that holds my attention. So, you know, I enjoy it just as much as I do sitting here doing random jobs on some of these maps. It's good, man. There's a ton of stuff in it, Chad. There's a ton of stuff in that one. I think there's about probably close to 20 pieces in that pack, and anything from pallet stuff to, I mean, anything, man. There's a ton in there. You can go back and watch that. If you didn't watch that video I did do that mod review on that one. I didn't mind doing the mod review because it was basically a live stream. I just recorded it instead of did it directly to YouTube. Oh yeah, Yeah, well, I tried to do that, you know, first off, and that was, honestly, man, that's when I figured out, I was like, man, this crap's hard. You think, you know, 15-minute videos, but if you screw up in that video, man, everybody's going to make a comment about it on YouTube. So, I mean, especially if you're doing a silage leveling video and how to use the levelers, I mean, you can't screw that up, man. I can tell you how many, I can tell you how many times I redid that video. We get like 7 minutes into it, and I'll be like, oh, God, I just started over again. Take a Big Bud, you know, it's gonna be, it'll be good. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, it'll be fun. It's obviously not something you can have on every farm. I just hope you know, we've got 3 maps basically on console. You'll really be able to use it on Mustang, Valley Ranch, and then you'll have Sosnovka and Goldcrest, because none of those have, you know, conflicts around the fields, hedges, and that kind of thing. So you'll be able to use those. Sosnovka, I think, is probably one that I'm going to move into when the Big Bud comes out, depending on what my PC status is, or whether or not it's here and I've gotten all set up and I'm comfortable with it. Because I haven't had a PC since 2006. That's when I got my first Apple product. So I've kept Apple since 2006. So this will be my first bout in the PC land since then. So it's going to be a change. It's going to need a good bit of just getting used to it and getting comfortable with it. And so I may still be doing some console by the time May 7th or 9th rolls around. So we'll probably do some of my Big Bud from Sosnovka. Well, thank you, Louise. Appreciate that. Lawful. Yeah, man. Supposedly Mustang Valley is in testing right now. So that could mean they save that. If you want my honest opinion, since it was made for the Big Bud, I would assume that they are going to release that on the mod hub the day the Big Buds come out. I don't think they'll give it up early, just to create. Oh shoot! Really? Come on, man. They'll want to create that buzz and leave it up there, and then they'll kind of spark the console guys, because if there's not a map there for console guys, they're going to miss a lot of sales on it. John Deere Giants use lizard name. Yeah, John Deere. We spent like 30 minutes talking about that. They won't be here. Only thing about this one is it doesn't rotate over far enough, so you wind up having to do the poop and scoop on this thing. And by that I mean you gotta like get your running start and try to scoop them up, but this thing's not fast enough to do it. Up. There we go. Yeah, Kubota's coming out supposedly. At least the leaked release on that was late summer, early fall. So typically it's about every 3 months is the way they release DLC with they release DLC like that with whatchamacallit. Shit, mine just went blank. 15. So about every 3 to 4 months, minus the Homer Pack. The Homer Pack one took forever. And then they released that Gold Edition, which is really what they were working on. So I would, if 15's a tall tale sign, when they get ready and once fall rolls around, they're going to be constantly in nothing but mobile game. So we probably won't get anything towards Christmas this year. I doubt any of that stuff rolls in because they'll be so focused on the mobile titles. That always takes precedence, man, when they get into that year release. Because they won't release another farm sim until 19. Yeah, Kubota will probably be that. They do have big equipment because we got a Kubota dealer right down the road, and they've got some big old monster excavators out there. But I don't see that console is going to get excavators out. There's no reason for us to have that since we don't have terrain deformation. So now there's no reason for us to have that unless they decide to give you a set of tools or implements that would work with it, that you could use as a logging machines or cranes, which Kubota's not necessarily a known for their logging. See, this is what I was talking about. See how this thing is sitting. See how it's like barely slides down there and it's even. I think they've done something to this fork, and that's why these logs don't rip and roll around on this thing. There's no way I could do this with the stock log fork and it actually still be doing something. At least I don't think it could. Yeah, 3-meter cultivators. We are getting a little low on that, aren't we? We got a 6-meter cultivator. I did see that, so at least we're back onto the 6s. What it came in like a couple days ago. Alright, those couple straps. Let's get this one out of here. Be a little bit of cleanup around here, not too bad. Knock that out of the way. If you could alter the terrain, what would the first thing I'd do? Gosh, man, I don't know. That's actually a question I've never really thought about before. I mean, I guess if you could, you'd have to have the mods to make it worth your while to do things. Like the first thing that comes to mind, like AK and Rage and did like construction stuff, where they went through and did, you could do road work, pipe work. You could, depending on what the mods came out with it. I mean, I think it would be a little bit limitless. I mean, that's kind of the first thing that goes to mind because they already did that. But you could definitely extend that depending on what mods were made available to use with the terrain deformation. I mean, besides that, it would be leveling out fields or leveling out areas and forestry areas, and that would be, I don't know that it necessarily would be that big of a hit or desire for it, but it would be nice to have the terrain deformation actually be working with dirt while you're farming. I think that was Professional Farmer even had terrain deformation, which I think they said in 19 it would happen. It just wasn't going to happen with 17. Another Limkin. Yeah. Got a ton of Limkin stuff, man. Wildfire mod. Alright, let's see if I make this. Can't believe I got stuck in there. You just want to dig a hole. What's going on, Vexton? Whoops. I don't know if y'all watch Glory. Sorry, about said it. I don't know if y'all watch Gold Rush. How many Gold Rush fans we got in here? You just give me a +1 if you're a Gold Rush fan. If you're overseas, I don't know that y'all might get Gold Rush. I know y'all get River Monsters over in the UK. You hate Todd Hoffman. Yeah, I don't like him either. I was more thinking about Jack Hoffman. +1, +1. Okay, so we got some Gold Rush fans in there. Freak. The one thing when DD Master said all I want to do is dig a hole, all I could think of was Jack Hoffman. Sitting up there pleading with Todd. I just feel if I can get down to the glory hole, we can get us some gold. Frick. Oh man, that's so funny, man. It's the iconic frick. Like, dude, go and say it, man. Yukon Gold. Oh yeah, man, DD Master. Yeah, that was sad, man. Guts, no glory. That's so funny, man. I still get my wife about it. It'll be on or something. I hear it, play it on the TV in the bedroom or something, and I'll come busting by my way to the bathroom on something. Did he hit the glory hole? She's just like, but face palm, she's like, oh my god. I was like, I'm surprised they didn't have to censor that word, because man, everybody was at home was sitting there saying, "Oh my God, I cannot believe they let him say glory hole so many times." Ice Road, yeah, I used to watch some Ice Road, yeah. Oh yeah, Street Outlaws, yeah, Todd and them, man, they're. Yeah, I always got to think there's probably a million other guys that are sitting there watching them do that, making a fool of themselves on TV, chasing these pipe dreams instead of going after what is there and what is literally right at his fingertips, and he uproots it all to go do these stupid ventures for TV. I'm like, oh man, no way I could be on that board with that. That'd be no way. Yeah, my dad, he always liked watching. What series he watched? The one that had the guy from Louisiana, the tree guys that would go in and file those cypress trees and cut them out of the swamps and whatnot, pull them out of the swamps. That was my dad's favorite show. Yeah, Deadliest Catch, man. That's a classic right there. Love that one. It struggled there for a couple seasons, but I feel like they're getting their bearings back. It's actually been pretty good here this past couple of first episodes here, so that's always been a favorite of mine. Oh, first time I got stuck. I got stuck on the light pole. That's what she said. I got stuck on the pole. I think it was Swamp People. You know what? Actually, I think it was Axemen. I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, Swamp People was the alligator one. Shelby Stanger. Yep, the Gator Hunters. Shelby, you can't give. Actually, another one that we like watching is Moonshiners. That's a good one. I enjoy some Moonshiners now. Alright, well, that's pretty much all of that one. Serve a little bit of last cleanup down there. Hello, Mod First DOS. Hope I didn't myrtleize that name too much. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's still pretty good though. But yeah, Tim was good, man. Tim kind of made that show. Him and Jim Tom. Tickle. Yeah, Tickle got on my nerves, man. Couldn't stand him. Alright, let's see. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. There we go. We'll go ahead and grab these up. I should be able to fit all these on here. Should be able to. You guys just watching the stream, welcome to the stream. If you're new, first time here, welcome. Streaming pretty much every night. Streaming Farm Sim right now exclusively. Maybe in a couple of, maybe a month or maybe 2 months, depending on when I get comfortable with things. I'll move over to PC. Be streaming Euro Truck, X-Plane, and Farm Sim. So I will stop to laugh at that statement there, Justin, because that's hilarious, man. His music career. Him and that old boy, man, playing that keyboard out by that RV was hilarious. Anyway, back to my promo. So anyway, you guys want to throw a sub if you enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe. Try to hit my goal tonight, but yeah, that just wasn't happening, man. Nobody wanted to sub tonight. A lot of watchers, probably most of the watchers I've had in a while, and nobody subs. So maybe it was just my own crew. If not, it doesn't really matter. Appreciate those that have come out and watched the video and hung out with me tonight. So if anybody's new and wants to do that, please do. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out if you did halfway enjoy it. It actually does help me out, so appreciate that. The sun. I don't think I have. I don't think so. Come on, logs. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think they've got something on the bottom of those forks, man, that makes them logs sticky to them. Maybe I've cut down some maple trees and it's gotten sticky from all the maple syrup. I don't know what that is, man. I've seen that on like 4 or 5 different, basically bot names, man. That's coming from everybody. Probably the Russians trying to hack into something else. Oh no! I don't know if I've ever seen Supernatural. I don't think so. Don't believe I'm going to fit all this, but I'm still going to try this. I'm going to see if I can get it on there and stack it on there. I actually run out of arm room on this, so see if I can shimmy shake it off of here. Oh, come on. You do better. See if I can actually do it against the trailer tire there. I thought I had it. I don't think the JCB does. But part of it is the mod that I have on here. It's I'm trying to do this off this this CSC mod. The New Holland, I like the New Holland because it's the one that does have the longer reach arm. The JCB's arm is shorter than this one. Not to get it all the way up there on the top. I actually well, no, I was about to say I might could, but I don't think I'm going to make it. That's something else I wish we had. I wish we had a stupid ramp. Maybe I got some modders on that are on the channel, man. Maybe I already talked to one of them about doing a simple ramp that is a placeable that costs like $2, and we can freaking set a ramp up and use it to drive our logs up into our trailers, and then we can just sell it off when we're done with it, and just to make it cost like $2. Don't even have to be fancy. I don't care. I just want it functional. I talked to Zenon. I know he does some modding. Tell them we are in need of a mod. Oh, you still gotta love the old shows, man. I saw they're remaking the movie Baywatch. I'm sure some people will like that. Come on, don't fall. One more. One. If I get that one, then I can get them other two. Come on, stay up there. Yeah. All right, let's see if this works. All right, so there's one strap, so I should be able to put these two on there and then strap it all together. Nice. Yeah, I saw him on the movie poster. I was like, whoa. Of course, you got to think, man. Even the old school Baywatch, man, wasn't nobody shabby in the old school Baywatch. I can't believe my mom and daddy let me watch that on Fridays. What were they thinking? Such bad parenting. I wish I was a farmer in real life. Sometimes. Nah, I'm not. Whoa. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's going to be close. Which I'm going to knock this whole trailer if you watch. Come on, let go of this thing. No. Well, that didn't go as planned. Strap them. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Come on, just one little log. You're the one little log that could. Go rest high up on that stack. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they've got something. They've got something on the bottom of these forks. Because I cannot get this. There we go. Maybe. Aha! I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, man. You remember you could get the Carmen Electra, Jenny McCarthy, Pamela Anderson photos. You could get those like big old posters at Walmart, man. You put them up there on the back of your door. Maybe Mama wouldn't catch you with them. Oh, Tiffany, yeah, man, watching her, and some Saved by the Bell. Had Dude Ranch, man, was on Nickelodeon and had that blonde-haired chick on there. Shoot, yeah, man. Those were the days. That was a young love. Yeah, oh man, boy, I could go somewhere with that chat. I'm just gonna see, mum's the word. Yep, that's yeah. She's hanging on by a strap. No, I didn't watch Friends, man. I didn't. Oh, let me refresh chat here. Thank you for whoever 642 was. I totally missed it. Let me reset my thing here because I feel like I've missed two tonight. I don't like letting subs go unnoticed on stream rather than just saying appreciate it. Let's see. Let me do a little reset here right quick. Let's bear with me for 2 minutes. Not even that. Alright, choose that back. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Okay, the beast. Yeah, there we go. Appreciate that, man. And let me see. Hey, what's up, M to the double G? Yeah, you realize now. Whoa. Hold on, Bessie. All right. Yeah, man, that is extremely top heavy. You can see it rocking back and forth. I'm going to lose this in one of these turns. I guarantee. I tell you where I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it on the way up to the logging place. There's that nasty right-hand turn. I guarantee I'll lose it right there. We'll have to call AK to have him do a recovery episode on stream. Maybe I come in from the other side. Maybe that's a little less. That's all I got, man. This one only comes with 4. So strap a whatever you call it, a spine. Now that actually worked okay there. I thought she was going to tip over if I go on the other side. She probably would have. Can't believe I actually got all that up there. Yeah, 1 meg's not going to happen on that one, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of internet to stream smooth. Mine's still borderline. Borderline needs to be upgraded. Yeah, this map's tough, man. I mean, especially coming out of some of those logging places there, Chad. There's a few places, man. It's a little dicey. Let's see. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'll try it. Oh, that's weird, man. Alright. Famous words of the night. Hey, y'all watch this. Michael, we're about to pull an FTG. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it and roll with it, drive it like I stole it. That's the easy way to do it, man. The easy way. I love the crane, but, you know, I'm at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, alright, it's time to get this done. Oh, come on. Stupid truck. You know, it might be better if you drove the man truck. It might be better if I drove the man truck on this map. The attacher might be a little too long wheelbase for this one. Basically got the 2x4 chassis. Alf! Yes! Alf! Man, I grew up on some Alf right there, man. That's showing age there. Nope. 18, solid. Alf, yes, that's it, man. Perfect Strangers was another. That was a TGIF one. Perfect Strangers, and what was the other one besides Alf? It was another. Oh, the Hendersons. Y'all remember watching the Hendersons? Mork and Mindy. Wow, man, it's going old school tonight, man. This has been a great stream, man. It's been good, man. It's a lot of good memories have been had. What's up, Massa Ferguson 5610? How are you? Dinosaurs, yes. Yep, man, that's some good shows there, man. Solid ones. I would say they don't make shows like that more. I mean, I guess they make shows like that. They're just way different. So I guess then essentially that doesn't really make them. It doesn't make them same shows. I had to think about what I just said there. That's pretty pick. I guess I'll close it on that one. I would love to keep it going, but it's about 2 in the morning for me, so I'm definitely going to need to wrap it up and actually get some shut eye tonight. So special thanks to everybody. Thanks, Movie Guy Gaming. Y'all go check him out. He's doing some console farming on console. I said console farming. That's what he's doing. Yeah, but he's doing some farming on console and does some stuff on Twitch and does some other things. Y'all go check him out. See what you think. He's kind of another part of the crew with Raging and AK and even myself. So yeah, good community, good group of guys. It's been super nice to them, so I'll certainly repay the favor back to them. And appreciate everyone that's come in. If you haven't, go ahead and hit the like button and drop a sub if you enjoyed the content. I hope you have. I am at least going to be setting up for multiplayer. Got a couple guys. We'll get in maybe tomorrow, Saturday. I'll have to put it up and figure out what my schedule is. But we'll get something up either tomorrow or Saturday, and then we'll start this next coming week. And hopefully we got some mods. It'll be the last week of the Big Bud DLC reveal, which is the next Tuesday. So hopefully some mods and some other good stuff come out this week to maybe kind of go along with it. So it should be exciting. Next kind of week in preparation for Big Bud will be good. So yes, sir, no problem. M to the double G. Later, Michael. Good night, Louise, Spencer, Chad. Good to see you guys. Justin as well. Who else we got? Yeah, Benson. Goodbye to you, Massey. Sorry you came in maybe later. I hope. Chad, good to see you as always, and anybody else that I may have missed. Michael, good to see you. Anybody that was here earlier on. Like I said, drop a like and a sub if you did like the content, and hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. Should be around the same time, around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be doing that. So I'd love to hit my 650 week by this Sunday. Is kind of my goal, and then that's one closer to another giveaway at 750. We'll do we'll do some kind of a PSN or Xbox. Might even do an Xbox giveaway, a PlayStation giveaway. I don't know. We'll figure up something and we'll do something at 750. Maybe another copy of Farm Sim or PSN points or Xbox points. I don't know. Throw some ideas to me and we'll make something happen, Captain. So goodbye to you all. It's been a great stream as always, and we should see you tomorrow night. All right, see you.